Be intentional, be proactive, but most importantly, be strategic. I mean by this, how to set up a thought leadership program successfully. Unfortunately, many brands won't do this, instead preferring to take one or two approaches. Number one, they'll start off really slow. They'll pump out a couple of pieces of content. They won't really have a cadence for measuring performance, and ultimately, they'll crash and burn. Secondly, they'll go full tilt into content creation without really considering planning. They won't have any defined goals other than something ranks really well. So their set of metrics is really tightly defined with too narrow a focus, and ultimately focused on short wins and not the long-term view. What this means is that ultimately their strategy will fail. Now, what to do about this? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you. Basically, there's a third option. Be strategic, which means make sure that you're aware of what goals you're trying to achieve with these expert informed perspectives. Secondly, be intentional. What's your organization or brand's unique value proposition? What's the takeaway you want folks to take away from when they're accessing your content? And thirdly, be proactive. Think about risks that could come up or issues to do with like how content could become out of date, for example, any legal or compliance issues, and also what are your competitors doing differently and how can you could be different from them. It's really important to consider these questions when you're putting a thought leadership program in place, and also looking beyond a thought leadership program as just a blog. You need to look at it as a cross-platform effort. So like, how are you posting these perspectives? It could be through your blog, but it could also be through social media. It could be through your paid initiatives. It could be through video. It could be through podcasts. You need a strategy that underpins all of those. And that's how you create a effective and resonant thought leadership program.